It's the bottom of the hour. Let's get right to the top story we're following today. Last night was the fourth and final night of the DNC. Vice President Kamala Harris formally accepting the Democrats' nomination to be President of the United States. Our Linda Schmidt joins us to break down everything that happened last night at the convention. And I guess we should start with something that the Democratic nominee said. Do something. Make sure that you get out and vote, because this is going to be a tight race.
That's just it, Antoine. And first of all, it's happy to be up here with you.
Always.
Antoine and I are friends. We sit next to one another downstairs, so this is fun for us. You're like we're having a conversation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know, she talked about, and the whole Democratic theme there for the 4 days was, look, you can't sit back and complain. You got to get out. You got to be able to do something, and that do something is vote. Support the Democratic ticket. You know, and then she also talked about her mom. Her mom immigrated here from India. Yeah, and her father immigrated here from Jamaica. Mm-hmm. And they were married, but they divorced when she was basically in elementary school.
She was a young girl.
So she was raised pretty much by a single mom. And she said her mom raised her and her sister that, hey, when you come and you complain to me about something went wrong at school, or something's going wrong with your friends, or you see an injustice somewhere, you can't just come and complain to me. You have to do something about it. So she wove that into the theme of the 4 days of the Democratic convention. You can't sit back and complain. You got to do something. And as Americans, we have the right to vote, and that's what you can do.
She also talked about her experiences as a prosecutor in California. Now, how do you think that will translate to Americans?
Well, you know, one of the things that she did talk about related to that was that when you go into a courtroom as a prosecutor or a state attorney general, you stand before that judge and you say, I am here on behalf of the people, the American people. So she's sending the message that, hey, not only am I tough and I can take on the dictators and world leaders and people like Putin and Kim Jong-un, but I'm here to represent the American people. I represent all of you. So if you're a Republican and you're kind of weary about Trump, come into our tent, because I'm not going to overlook you. You are going to be part of every American that I represent. I represent the entire country. If you're an independent and you're on the fence, come into our tent, because again, the same message. So she's tying her experience as a prosecutor into what she can do as not just the leader of this country, but the leader of the free world.
In regards to what's going on with Israel and Hamas, a lot of people were waiting to hear her stance, you know, on foreign policy and versus, you know, where she's in the administration in right now. With what's going on, what did she say about the war between Israel and Hamas?
There were a lot of raucous protests going on all 4 days, you know, outside. Pro-Palestinians clashing, protesters clashing with the police. And she was saying the bottom line is this: I stand with Israel's right to defend itself, especially in light of what happened with the October 7th attack by Hamas. However, she said she and President Biden are working on getting that ceasefire deal done. She wants to get those hostages home, but she also highlighted and addressed the suffering of the Palestinian people, saying they also deserve freedom and they deserve security as well. So she got a big applause for that.
Anything from the Trump camp in response to this before you get away from us?
No, not at all, nothing. Trump had nothing to say. Come on now. Yes, of course. He called into the Fox News channel immediately because, of course, he wanted to address the issue. And in a nutshell, basically what he said is this. She's not prepared. She's been the vice president for the past 4 years. She's done nothing in 4 years. She's up there complaining about everything that needs to be fixed. She did none of the fixing in the past 4 years. What do you think she's going to do if you elect her? And she wins. What do you think is going to happen over the next 4 years? So that's basically his argument here with her.
It's just over 70 days, right?
70 long days it's going to be, Antoine.
We'll be busy. I'll see you downstairs.
See you downstairs.
All right, everybody.